Good morning. Today we're going to do lesson 7.1. You pause the video and get out your math book to page 253 and then play the video again so we can do it together. Today we are dividing by 2. So the first one is unlocking the problem, where they give us a math problem and we need to find all of the different information and put it in the blanks. So there are 10 hummingbirds and 2 feeders in Marissa's backyard. If there are equal number of birds at each feeder, how many birds are at each one? What do we need to find? So what is the question that they're asking? It's right at the bottom. How many birds are at each one? How many birds are at each bird feeder? So write that in the blank. I'm not sure if I can get it all to fit, so we will try our best. Okay, then circle the numbers we need to use. So they gave us the number 10 and they gave us the number 2. What can you use to help solve this problem? So what can we use to demonstrate or make a picture, or how are we going to solve this problem? We can use counters, an array, a picture, any of the tools that we have done in the past to help figure out a division problem would be options that you could use to figure out this problem. So down at the bottom, they are using math counters, so circles. It says use 10 counters. Draw 2 circles on your math board and place 1 counter at each time in each circle until all 10 counters are used. Draw the rest of the counters to show your work. So they gave us 1 counter. So 1, 2, then we need to add 1 more to each. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many total counters do we have? 10. How many groups do we have? How many big circles do we have? We have 2 equal groups. And how many counters do we put in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in each group. So there are 5 counters in each group, each of the 2 groups. So there must be 5 hummingbirds at each bird feeder. There's 2 ways to write that. Would be 10 divided by 2 is 5, or 10 divided by 2 is 5, are the 2 ways that we could write the division sentence. Go ahead and turn the page. Here is another way that we could do the same problem. So there's 10 hummingbirds again in Tyler's backyards. If there are 2 hummingbirds at each feeder, how many feeders are there? You can divide to find the number in each group or to find the number of equal groups. So they gave us the 10 counters, and now we're circling groups of 2 because it said each feeder has 2 birds. So each circle is 1 bird feeder. So there's 1 bird feeder, 2 bird feeders, 3 bird feeders, 4 bird feeders, 5 bird feeders. So we circled 5 groups of 2. So there's 5 bird feeders. The total in all was 10. How many are in each group? There's 2 in each group, and there's 5 groups. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, or 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Okay? Now down at the bottom, we have some more examples to practice before I try to have you do it on your own. Right, the first one says, complete the picture to find 6 divided by 2. So there's 2 groups, And our total number of counters is 6. So they gave us 1 in each. Let's give each group another counter. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. How many are in each group? 6 divided by 2 equals 3 in a group. All right, write a division equation for the picture. So first, we need the total number of counters. So count up the red dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 counters divided into how many groups? So how many black circles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 divided by 4 is, and then how many are in one of the groups? There are 2 red counters in each group. Do the same thing for the next one. Count up the total number of counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 counters. Divided by how many groups? There's 2 groups, which means there are 6 counters in each group. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 counters divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups means there are 2 counters in each group. All right, next page. Do the first 16 on your own. Then if you want to try 17, 18, 19, and 20, they're fill in the blank ones. So remember, you do the opposite. A lot of times if you multiply, it'll help you find the answer. So you can try that one by yourself. But if you're really struggling with that, just wait until you do all the first 16. And then you can play the video and check those answers and then do the 17, 18, 19, and 20 with me. Okay? All right, I'm glad you tried those problems. Let's go over the answers together. So numbers 5, 6, and 7, we need to write a division equation for the picture. So start with the total. 4 divided by 2 groups means there's 2 counters in each group. Then for number 6, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 counters total, divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups, means that there's 2 counters in each group. The last problem, number 7, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 counters, divided into 2 groups, which gives us 9 in a group. Find the quotient for numbers 8 through 16. You may want to draw a quick picture to help. So it says may, which means I can't make you do it. It's only if you want to. So 2 groups of 2 counters. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Then the next one, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Or I can make 2 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then put 1 in each group until I get to 10. 14 divided by 2, so make 2 groups and then give each group 1 counter until you get to 14, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. 18 divided by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in each group. 16 divided by 2, make 2 groups. and put a dot in each until you get to 16. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0 groups divided into 2. So how many counters? Or 0 divided into 2 groups. So how many counters do we have in each group? We have nothing in each group. So 0 divided by 2 is 0. Then we have 8 divided by 2. So I need 2 groups and put 8 counters in. So that would be 4. 12 divided by 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6. 20 divided by 2. So make 2 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Count up the circles in one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then down here, I'm going to do the commutative, not the commutative property, a related fact, and take the 2 numbers at the end. So 2 times 5 is 10, which means 10 divided by 2 is 5. I could draw a picture to check myself also. So if I have 2 groups and then I put 10 dots in, then I have 5 in each group. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that one is correct. If I have 2 times 2, it would give me 4. So 4 into 2 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4 gives me 2 in each group. So change it to multiplication. So 3 times 2 is 6, which would be the same as making 2 groups and having 6 dots, which means that there would be 3 dots in each. So 3 times 2 is 6, or 6 divided by 2 is 3. What times 2 gives us, or what divided by 2 gives us 8. So if we do 2 times 8, we get 16, or 16 split into 2 groups gives us how many in each group? Gives us 8 in each group. Okay? Then let's do the last page, which is our word problems, and we have a chart over on the side, so make sure you look at that chart to help you answer the problems. Try them by yourself, and remember, if it takes you more than 5 minutes for a problem, then you might want to just watch the video to help you out. So 2 hummingbirds of the same type have a mass of 10 grams. Which type of hummingbird are they? Write a division equation to show how to find your answer. So we have 2 hummingbirds that are 10 grams total. So 10 is going to be the first number in our division problem because it's the biggest. It's the total. If we divide it by 2, that would give us 5. So which one of the hummingbirds on the chart has a mass of 5 grams? And if you look up here, the violet-crowned hummingbird has a mass of 5 grams. So if we have 2 of those, so 5 grams times 2 hummingbirds, that would give us 10 grams total. So the answer to 21 is the violet if I can spell it correctly. Violet crowned hummingbird. Then let's do 22. There are 3 ruby-throated hummingbirds and 2 of another type of hummingbirds at a feeder. The birds have a mass of 23 grams in all. What other type of hummingbird is at the feeder? So first, they told us there's 3 ruby-throated hummingbirds. So let's take that, 3 hummingbirds times, what's the mass of the ruby-throated hummingbirds? So the ruby-throated hummingbirds have a mass of 3. So 3 times 3, which would give us 9 grams total. So 23 was the total grams of all of the hummingbirds. Let's take the 9 grams away, so 23 minus 9, because that would be the 3 ruby-throated hummingbirds. And 23 minus 9, remember, if you can't do it in your head, do it up and down so you can borrow. So 13 minus 9 is 4, and 1 minus 0 is 1. So 13 minus 9 is 14. So then we need to split 14 by the number of hummingbirds left. So how many do we have left? 14 divided by 2, because we have 2 of a different type of hummingbird. So 14 divided by 2 equals 7. Remember, you can draw a picture if you need to. So 2 groups. Put a dot in each until you get to 14. And there's 7 in each group. So which hummingbird weighs 7 grams? It looks like up here, the magnificent hummingbird weighs 7 grams. So the other type of bird at the feeder is 2 magnificent hummingbirds. And I need to capitalize that because it is a proper noun, so let me rewrite that with capital. And it says explain, and we explained doing the work over here. So your explanation is that written work over on the side, remember. I'm going to erase the work, though, over here because I need more room for 23. So I'm going to erase my extra work so that I can give myself more room. But if you run out of room on your paper, just get a piece of loose leaf. But I want it all to be on one page for you guys. Number 23 says, there are 12 hummingbird eggs in all. If there are 2 eggs in each nest, how many nests are there? Explain how you found your answer. So 12 hummingbirds, eggs, divided by 2 eggs in a nest. So 12 divided by 2, we can make 2 eggs, 4 eggs, 6 eggs, 8 eggs, 10 eggs, 12 eggs. So there's 1 nest, 2 nests, 3 nests, 4 nests, 5 nests, 6 nests. How many nests are there? So there are 6 nests because 12 divided by 2 equals 6. And that's a way to explain the problem, which is what we did over here. So remember how I said your explanation is also just your work over on the side. So we just did 12 divided by 2 is 6 over on the side. All right, the last one of the day is 24. Joe sees the same number of birds each hour for 2 hours. She sees 16 birds in all. So how many birds does Joe see each hour? So 16 is the total, divided by how many hours? So 2 hours means that she saw 8 birds each hour. Because 16 divided by 2 hours is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 birds in each hour. All right, you are finished with math for the day, so put that book away and get started on your next problem or next page.